Has Chainsaw Buffet been successful? Well, my measure of success has always been if my testicles are itching, do I have to scratch them myself? And thus far, yes. So, take that for what it's worth. Has Chainsaw Buffet's success gone to my head? No, I don't think so. I mean, I still just like anybody else, I still put my gold-plated Escalade on one leg at a time. Yeah. So that's a non-issue, I think. Yeah.
I say we've been successful. You know, as long as we've reached out to one person, made a difference in one person's life, I would say no.
Would I say we've been successful? I don't know if you're familiar with podcasts, but successful is a very loose term. Success is like 5 people will listen to you. That is success. If you're a podcast, you learn to define your expectations down just to the absolute lowest common denominator. I mean, you start out, you're wide-eyed and full of hope, and then just, after 5 years, you realize that the world's really a dark and cruel place, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, but yeah, other than that, we've been like super successful.
Have there been any podcasts that have influenced me? No, I don't listen to that crap. Who's got the time? Oh, I would definitely say that my parents had a huge impact on me becoming a podcast host. I mean, it's amazing the things that you'll say after you've been abused for years and years. I mean, come on. Have I ever interviewed anyone who's been difficult to work with? Yeah, Micah Solisod is kind of an asshole.
Have we made any like mistakes during interviews or with guests? Well, I don't know if this counts, but I apparently referred to Micah Solisod as Johnny Young Bosch on a number of occasions. But now, in my defense, has anyone ever seen them together in a room? I think not. I don't think this was a mistake. I just think most people don't realize that they're the same person. I mean, they look alike, they sound alike, so yeah.
Do I have any regrets? Just the fact that we didn't name the podcast something besides Chainsaw Buffet. That name fucking sucks. Of the podcasts that we've worked with, which one was my favorite? Oh my god, no. No, none of those guys. Are you kidding me? Are there any of the celebrities we've interviewed that have a crush on? Yeah, I would say Yuri Lowenthal. She's kind of hot. Wait, what do you mean Yuri's a guy? Well, either way, I'd still hit that. My favorite episode? Probably the one where the power goes out in Tokyo 3 and Gendo has to get the generator running and all the pilots are like crawling through the ductwork and everything. That one was really cool. I like that one.
Side projects? Yeah, I think we've all got side projects of some sort. John's got his bands. Dylan has his amateur taxidermy. Chad is, I think, currently battling the dog storm to somehow stave off Ragnarok. I did. Granted, I joined a band. I didn't form it. I am part of the Basil Experience featuring the Somaliettes. We'll actually be going into the studio pretty soon to record our cover of Thumbs Up, and I think it's gonna be big. I think we're gonna blow Crispy Crunch out of the water with this one. Yeah. Um, Basil's pretty demanding, but he's fair. He's fair. He pays me in wood screws. But I mean, I asked for that. I mean, I didn't want money. I was expecting cash from Chainsaw Buffet merchandise and thinking, oh, I'm gonna need screws when I build my house using that Chainsaw Buffet money. So I asked for screws. He's been very generous and also giving me some nails. So I've got like all the fasteners together once I get that other money to buy wood and bricks and such. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, that'll be good.
Got several side projects going on, like my band Kung Fu Tron, and my death metal band Solar Dick. Our first album for Solar Dick is going to be Chart Anuses. That's going to be hitting Amazon MP3, and of course we're not playing it on iTunes because fuck those guys.
So, do I have any side projects? I do a little bit of game development on the side. Nothing serious at this point. Really, honestly, Chainsaw Buffet as a whole is sort of a side project for most of us. So, there's that. We all have our own things, and eventually, one day I'm just waiting until I get fed up with humanity in general and go off and live in a cave. It's coming. I'm not sure when, but kind of getting ready for that.
Yeah, Dylan has a lot of video game projects that he does on the side. They're not terribly successful, but and I try to tell him, one explicit He-Man themed dating sim. I guess the market could support that. It's kind of a niche thing, but after the seventh installment, at some point you're getting sued. It was really it was coming. It was coming down the line. So, but you can't tell Dylan these things. He's got blinders on. He's very driven. He scares me a little. Just a little. What's next for Chainsaw Buffet? Well, a lot of people don't know this, but we are working on a number of projects, including a brand new spaceflight program, and we hope within the next 5 years to be able to send a monkey to Uranus.
What's next for Chainsaw Buffet? Merchandising. We've already got some body pillows in production. You can actually get a mouse pad with like the boob gel insert. Of course, they're my boobs. I got the man boob thing going on, but I mean, it's actually a pretty good likeness, though. I have to give him that.
Oh, how do I feel about the Chainsaw Buffet merchandise? For the most part, it's fine. I've not seen any of that money. I'm assuming they're just holding on to it for me, and John or Dylan will cut me a check at some point. I had a few, like the truck nuts that were molded from my testicles. I don't know when they did that because I mean, we share rooms at conventions. I mean, so I'm supposing that's when that happened. But I never signed anything allowing for that, and it's not a flattering likeness at all. I mean, I'm not saying it's not accurate. I'm just saying it's not flattering. But the sales figures have been good, and I figure the check's probably like got lost in the mail or something. I mean, I'm sure I'll get that money, but
do I think hosting the podcast has changed me? No, not really. I mean, I've always been an asshole.
Has the podcast changed me at all? I'm not really sure where you're going with that question. Are you saying because we were so successful, has success changed us? Because we were not successful, has the crushing disappointment from lack of success changed us? You know, what I don't really know what you're getting at here. What sort of change are you expecting? And after all, after changes upon changes, we are more or less the same. I think Paul Simon wrote that, and that's a good motto to live by, I guess.
If I were to share something with our fans, someone that I look up to once wrote, "The Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with," and I think that rings true.